Thank you for purchasing Zolatone Polomyx Airless, our classic multicolor paint. This video will show you the basic techniques and equipment settings necessary to properly apply Polomyx Airless. Polomyx Airless gives you the great look and repairability of Polomyx with a smaller particle size that allows for easy airless application. So when the job calls for multicolor but the timing and budget demand speed and economy, Polomyx Airless is the ideal finish for you. Polomyx blends colors together to create a mottled patina with a layered and natural look, the most sophisticated and flexible multicolor finish on the market. Multicolor surfaces conceal scuffs and stains far better than solid colors. That's a major reason Polomyx has been so popular with architects, designers, and facility managers for almost 50 years. With a proper surface prep and Zolatone primer, Polomyx can be applied to just about any vertical interior surface: CMU, brick, tile, cinder block, plaster, MDF, and previously painted surfaces, and remains the best commercial option for walls. For new sheetrock, we recommend a minimum level 3 drywall finish. Zolatone finishes are not waterproof and should not be used in wet areas, such as showers or where there is standing water. As with every Zolatone product, Polomyx requires a white primed surface using the Zolatone primer appropriate for the substrate and conditions. Never use a tinted primer or other undercoat. We cannot stress this enough. Zolatone finishes require a white primed surface. Polomyx is a multicolor finish in one container. To achieve its unique characteristics, each color has been spun into a tiny ball. These paintballs are then suspended in a water-based acrylic liquid. When you first open a can or pail of Polomyx, you will see that the product may have settled. This does not mean it needs thinning. If you think the product needs thinning, stop and contact us. While it is okay to add up to 6 ounces of water per gallon when necessary, best results will be achieved if we can test the product first in our lab. To mix Polomyx, there are 3 accepted methods: stirring, boxing, or using a handheld drywall mud mixer. Never under any circumstances should you use a mechanical mixing device. This will destroy the paintballs and ruin the finish. Remember, Polomyx can settle during shipping. It is best before boxing to make sure the product is well mixed using a mud mixer or stir stick. And be sure not to strain. Now that the paint is ready, let's take a look at your equipment. Polomyx Airless has been designed to work with your existing airless equipment, but to achieve the specified look and finish, a few equipment minimums have been set. Your airless sprayer needs to be equivalent to a Graco Ultramax 495 or better, with a minimum flow rate of 0.54 gallons per minute and a narrow deadband run to stall. You must have a working accurate pressure gauge. All pressure settings have been determined using a 50-foot, quarter-inch interdiameter fluid hose, and at the other end you should have the Graco contractor spray gun. Zolatone Airless has been successfully applied using tips ranging from 521 to 533. But you will want to use the tip that best achieves the pattern in the control sample. Always remember to follow the manufacturer's safety guidelines. Now it's time to get it set up. First, remove all filters, the manifold screen and the gun screen filter. To get the paint into the system, prime the pump. With the spray tip removed, switch from prime to spray and watch for the paint to flow. Next, attach the 521 guard and tip. Slowly adjust until you reach the run pressure of 1600 psi and adjust higher or lower until desired effect is achieved. On a scrapboard or masking paper, do a quick test spray to check the fan pattern and particle size. Stand so the gun tip is 16 to 18 inches from the wall. In some cases, it may be necessary to spray from a distance as great as 3 feet, but adjust accordingly to best achieve the pattern in the control sample. Particle size should be a close match to the spray out. Remember, the size of the fleck will shrink as the paint dries. Adjust the pressure to enlarge or reduce particle size. A higher pressure will make the particle smaller. Last, be sure to monitor your run to stall to avoid large fluctuations in pressure or deadband. Begin west to east or east to west, 50% overlap. Keep the gun tip square to the wall. Next, north to south, 50% overlap. Gun tip square to the wall. Walk the length of the wall and you're done. You'll want to do one last check of the particle size and coverage after the finish dries. But if you followed these steps, there should be no problems. After the paint has dried, If an area appears uneven or too light, an X pattern can be used carefully to fill in the void. You want to see a uniform wall. Cleanup is the same as with other water-based paints, but be sure to follow the manufacturer's cleaning recommendations. If you feel you need further training, please contact us. We have dedicated technical representatives who can meet with you and provide a more intensive look at the Zolatone finishes and application process. One special note: if you are spraying more than 100 square feet, you should create a mock-up and get specifier approval. It's better to get their buy-in before you start than to wait until the job is complete. Let's recap. Polomyx can be applied to many surfaces but requires a level 3 drywall finish. It is a two-step, cross-lap application designed to go on quickly and easily. Never mechanically mix Zolatone products. All Zolatone products require a white primed surface using the appropriate Zolatone primer. We highly recommend creating a mock-up for the specifier before application. Application instructions including pressure settings are included in the application shipper and on the paint can label. And last, remember, we are always available to help. If at any time you should have a question or problem, stop and give us a call. Your success is our success.